Imagine that you have only 1 year left to live. Not 1 day, not 1 week, 1 year. Who would you call first? Who would you spend your weekends with? Whose voice would you want to hear one more time? And perhaps the hardest question of all, who would suddenly stop mattering? It's a strange thought, but sometimes imagining the end of life reveals what truly deserves our attention today. Most people spend their entire lives chasing things they believe will make them happy. More money, a better job, a bigger house, a newer car, a higher position. But when people look back on their lives, they rarely say, "I wish I had worked more." Instead, they often say, "I wish I had spent more time with the people I loved." Or, "I wish I hadn't wasted so many years trying to please the wrong people." The truth is simple. Your life is not built by the things you own. It is built by the people you keep close. Every conversation shapes your thinking. Every friendship influences your habits. Every relationship either gives you peace or quietly steals it. Some people become the reason you grow. Others become the reason you stop believing in yourself. And the difficult part is, most of these changes happen so slowly that we don't even notice them. Until one day we wake up and realize we've become someone we never intended to be. Chapter 1. Why Relationships Matter. Imagine trying to build a beautiful house on a weak foundation. No matter how expensive the walls are, no matter how beautiful the furniture becomes, eventually cracks begin to appear. Life works the same way. Relationships are the foundation beneath everything else. Many people believe happiness comes from achievement. If I earn more money, I'll be happy. If I become successful, everything will be fine. But success cannot replace meaningful relationships. Think about your happiest memories. Maybe it was a family dinner, a late-night conversation with a friend, a road trip filled with laughter, a parent cheering for you, or someone simply sitting beside you during your hardest days. Notice something. The memories that stay with us are rarely about things. They're almost always about people. This is why relationships deserve our attention. The people around you shape your thoughts without you realizing it. Spend enough time with someone who constantly complains. Soon, you'll find yourself complaining more. Spend enough time with someone who dreams big. You'll begin dreaming bigger too. Emotions spread from person to person. So do habits. So do beliefs. That's why choosing your relationships is really choosing your future. But here's something even more important. Not every relationship deserves the same level of importance. Some people belong in your inner circle. Some belong at a distance. And some are simply passing through your life to teach you a lesson. Learning the difference is one of the greatest skills you can ever develop. Because peace doesn't come from having more people. Peace comes from having the right people. In the next chapter, we'll explore why one of the most powerful words in any healthy relationship is a simple 2-letter word. No. Chapter 2. Not everyone deserves your time. One of the biggest mistakes we make is believing that everyone who enters our life deserves to stay there. They don't. Some people enter your life to teach you a lesson. Some arrive to support your journey. And some simply pass through, leaving behind memories and experiences that help you grow. The problem begins when we try to hold on to everyone. Many of us feel guilty about creating distance from people who constantly drain our energy. We think saying no makes us selfish. We believe that protecting our peace means we are abandoning others. But protecting your peace is not selfish. It's necessary. Imagine your life as a beautiful garden. Would you water every weed just because it grew there? Of course not. You would remove the weeds so the flowers could bloom. Relationships work the same way. Every unhealthy relationship consumes emotional energy that could have been invested in the people who truly care about you. Pay attention to how people make you feel after you've spent time with them. Do you feel encouraged? Do you feel understood? Do you leave feeling lighter than before? Or do you feel exhausted, judged, anxious, or emotionally empty? Your emotions often reveal what your mind is trying to ignore. Healthy relationships leave you with peace. Unhealthy relationships leave you questioning your worth. That doesn't mean every disagreement is a reason to walk away. Every meaningful relationship will face misunderstandings. Friends argue. Couples disagree. Families disappoint each other. Conflict is normal. Disrespect is not. There is a difference between someone making a mistake and someone making your pain a habit. Never confuse the two. Sometimes the hardest person to say goodbye to is someone you've known for years. We often believe that history is enough reason to continue a relationship. But time alone doesn't create healthy relationships. Respect does. Trust does. Kindness does. Growth does. If someone has been in your life for 10 years but constantly makes you feel small, their history does not give them permission to steal your future. The people who truly love you will never ask you to become less so they can feel like more. They will celebrate your success instead of competing with it. They will correct you with kindness instead of humiliating you. They will tell the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, because they care more about your growth than your approval. One question can help you evaluate every relationship in your life. Ask yourself, if I met this person today, knowing everything I know now, would I choose to build a close relationship with them? Answer honestly. If the answer is no, perhaps the relationship survives only because of the past, not because it's healthy in the present. Life is too short to spend years trying to convince people to value you. The right people won't need convincing. They'll show it through their actions. Remember this. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. Some people belong in the audience. Some belong backstage. And some should simply watch from a distance. Choosing who sits closest to your heart is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Because the people closest to you quietly influence the person you become. In the next chapter, we'll discover the 5 relationships that deserve your greatest attention, and why investing in them can completely change the direction of your life. Chapter 3. The relationships you must prioritize. Life introduces us to hundreds of people, classmates, neighbors, coworkers, clients, acquaintances. Some stay for a few months, some remain for years, but only a handful truly shape the course of our lives. One of the greatest mistakes people make is giving everyone the same amount of time and emotional energy. The truth is, not every relationship holds the same value. Some deserve your attention every day. Others only deserve your kindness from a distance. Learning this difference is a sign of emotional maturity. Let's talk about the relationships that deserve to be at the center of your life. The first relationship is with your family. Family isn't always perfect. There will be disagreements, misunderstandings, different opinions. But if your family loves you, supports you, and genuinely wants the best for you, don't take them for granted. Many people spend years chasing success while ignoring the people waiting for them at home. Then one day, they realize the children have grown up, their parents have grown old, or someone they loved is no longer there. Time is one thing you can never earn back. If your family is worth keeping, don't wait for special occasions to show your love. Sometimes, the greatest gift you can give is simply your presence. The second relationship is true friendship. A real friend doesn't appear only when life is exciting. They stay when life becomes difficult. When you fail, they don't disappear. When you succeed, they don't become jealous. They celebrate your victories as if they were their own. You don't need dozens of friends. If life gives you 2 or 3 genuine friends, consider yourself fortunate. Quality will always matter more than quantity. The third relationship is with your life partner. Whether you're married or hoping to be one day, the person you choose to share your life with will influence almost every part of your future. They will affect your peace, your confidence, your habits, your finances, even your health. Choose someone who brings calm, not constant chaos. Someone who solves problems with you instead of creating new ones. Love may begin with emotion, but lasting relationships are built on trust, respect, patience, and commitment. The fourth relationship is with mentors and positive influences. Every successful person has learned from someone: a teacher, a coach, a parent, a manager, or even an author they've never met. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow. Listen to those whose lives reflect the kind of person you want to become. Wisdom is one of the few things that grows when it's shared. And finally, the most important relationship of all, the relationship with yourself. Every conversation you have with yourself matters. The way you speak to yourself becomes the way you experience life. If your inner voice constantly says, "I'm not good enough," "I always fail," "I'll never succeed," your confidence slowly disappears. But when you learn to treat yourself with patience, honesty, and self-respect, everything begins to change. Healthy relationships with others always begin with a healthy relationship with yourself, because people often treat us the way we teach them to treat us. If you don't respect your own time, others won't either. If you don't value yourself, you'll accept relationships that fall far below what you deserve. Remember this simple principle: prioritize the people who consistently bring peace, honesty, encouragement, and respect into your life. Not because they're perfect, but because they help you become your best self. Relationships are like gardens. The ones you water will grow. The ones you ignore will slowly fade. The question is, which relationships are you watering today? Chapter 4: The Power of Healthy Communication. Most relationships don't end because people stop loving each other. They end because people stop understanding each other. Communication isn't just about speaking, it's about listening. Many of us listen only to reply. Very few listen to understand. The next time someone shares their feelings with you, resist the urge to interrupt. Let them finish. Sometimes people aren't looking for advice. They're simply looking for someone who cares enough to listen. Words also have power. A few careless sentences can create wounds that last for years. At the same time, a few kind words can restore hope when someone needs it most. Before you speak, ask yourself 3 simple questions. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If the answer is yes, say it with honesty. If not, silence may be the wiser choice. Remember, healthy communication isn't about winning arguments. It's about protecting the relationship. Chapter 5: Setting Boundaries Without Guilt. Many people believe saying no is rude. It isn't. Saying yes to everything often means saying no to yourself. Your time is limited. Your energy is valuable. Not every request deserves your attention. People who genuinely respect you will also respect your boundaries. They won't make you feel guilty for protecting your peace. Start with small boundaries. Don't answer every phone call immediately. Don't feel obligated to explain every decision. And don't sacrifice your well-being just to avoid disappointing someone. The people who belong in your life will adjust. The people who only wanted to use you will complain. That's how you'll know the difference. Boundaries don't push good people away. They reveal who truly belongs. Chapter 6: Dealing with Toxic People. Not everyone who smiles at you wants the best for you. Some people constantly criticize. Some manipulate. Some only appear when they need something. And some make you question your own worth. You cannot change everyone, nor is it your responsibility. If someone repeatedly disrespects you, lies to you, or destroys your peace despite your efforts, it's okay to step back. Distance isn't revenge, it's protection. Wish them well. Forgive if you can, but don't keep reopening a door that only brings pain. Peace is too valuable to trade for unhealthy relationships. Sometimes walking away is not giving up, it's growing up. Chapter 7: Your Relationship with Yourself. Before anyone else believes in you, you must believe in yourself. The relationship you have with yourself sets the standard for every other relationship. If you constantly criticize yourself, you'll begin accepting criticism from others. If you don't value your own time, others won't value it either. Treat yourself with the same kindness you offer the people you love. Celebrate your progress. Forgive your mistakes. Learn from your failures. Growth doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from refusing to give up. When you respect yourself, you naturally attract relationships built on mutual respect. Everything begins within. Chapter 8. Choose people who choose you. Life becomes simpler when you stop chasing people who keep running away. Love should never feel like a competition. Friendship should never feel one-sided. Respect should never have to be begged for. Invest your time in people who answer your calls, who remember your important days, who support your dreams, who stand beside you when life becomes difficult. Real relationships aren't perfect, but they are consistent. The people who truly care about you won't always say the right thing. They won't always agree with you, but they'll always make you feel valued. At the end of life, no one remembers how many followers they had. No one remembers how many expensive things they owned. People remember the conversations, the laughter, the hugs, the kindness, the love they shared. Choose people who choose you. Protect those who protect your peace. And never forget, the greatest wealth you'll ever have isn't found in your bank account. It's found in the hearts of the people who are grateful that you were part of their life. Thank you for listening, and remember, the quality of your relationships will always shape the quality of your life.